Yes. Hello students and welcome dear all in the class of mathematics for class 7th, and today I am going to explain this topic, this chapter, bar graph. As you can see the diagram here I have shown to show that what I am going to explain today, this bar graph only which represents numerical data. Okay, here you see first topic is here only the bar graph. We have to understand what is bar graph only. So we can define this term as like this: a bar graph is a pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangles or bars. In the form of rectangles, these are rectangles only. So in the form of rectangles or bars of equal width, you can see the widths are same. The width of each bar is same only the height is different. Okay, so they have the equal width. They have the equal width and varying heights. Only their heights are varying, means their heights are different only because they represent different numerical value. So the height of the bar depends upon the numerical value, that which value it represents. According to that, the height is more or less. Okay, but their width is same. And the one more important fact is that the distance between the two bars should be same here. You have to maintain the equal distance between the two rectangular bars that I have shown here, like this only. So in this diagram you can see this is a data that is showing that how many students like which sports. Okay, number of students who like the different sports. Okay, this is only represented by this bar graph. Okay, you can see the sports that downside and on x-axis I have taken, and number of students I have taken on y-axis here. Okay, so cricket is liked by 75 students, this bar graph shows, and then football you can see it is liked by 35, between 30 and 40 it is. Similarly, that at the last swimming you will see that is representing 70, number of students is 70. So this way it shows the data. Now this is a graph only, so any graph, if it bar graph is also representing the data in graphical way, means it is a pictorial representation which makes us easier to understand the data and analyze the data easily. We can do these things, okay, for other purpose. So this is the main work here. Now you can see this only, the bar graph represented here, the sports, different sports, how many students like the different types of sports, that is only shown here. That cricket is liked by 75, then swimming at the last you can see this is liked by 70 students, and then badminton here you can see 20, above it is 25 only, between 2 and 20 and 30 it is middle at only. So this way it represents the numerical value. Now next you have to understand the two important points here. The rectangular bars used in the bar graphs are drawn either vertically or horizontally. They can be drawn vertically also, or they can be drawn horizontally also, keeping equal distance between them. You have to keep equal distance between the two. I have already said that the distance between the two bars should be same here. Next we can say the height or length of the rectangular bar depends upon the number it represents. That means which numerical value it represents, that is only deciding its height. Okay, so that we are saying length. Why we are saying? Because sometimes the bars are horizontal also, so that's why we are mentioning the here length also, that height or length of the rectangular bar depends upon the number it represents. Okay, then the question arises that steps how to draw the bar graph. Okay, you have understood now how to draw the bar graph. This is also very important, that steps to draw bar graph, that which you need to know, that on a graph paper draw a horizontal line. First step is that graph paper you take and draw a horizontal line OX and a vertical line OY. This OX line is called the x-axis, okay, and this OY line, the second line, is called the y-axis. The first line OX is called the x-axis and the second line OY, what I have shown here, that is the y-axis that you will draw in a graph paper. Okay. Then second, mark points at equal intervals along the x-axis. Mark several points at equal interval. I have shown that the bar graphs, the bars are drawn at in such a way that there is equal distance between them, between the rectangular bars. So mark points at equal intervals along the x-axis. Now after that, below these points, write the names of the data items, that which data the bar is going to show. Okay, so that data you have to show. Just now I have shown that in sports, that a downside written on the x-axis, cricket, football, badminton, swimming, different sports name written there. So this is only the data item. This is only the data item. Below these points, write the names of the data items whose values are plotted, whose values are to be plotted, whose value you are going to show through the bars, rectangular bars. With its height you are going to represent that. Then we can say that choose a suitable scale. Then this is also a very important aspect of this, that choose a suitable scale. On that scale, determine the heights of the bars. Determine the heights of the bars for the given numerical value. The numerical value is given, that which data item has which type of value, what is the numerical value associated with that. So it is given there. So on that scale, determine the heights of the bars for the given numerical value. Okay, using the scale factor what you are choosing, that is based on you only, that I will show. So mark off these heights. After that, mark off these heights parallel to y-axis. Listen that clearly, that should be parallel to y-axis, the heights, because heights you are mentioning on the y-axis only. Okay, and the data items on the x-axis. Okay, such as sports, with different types of sports we have mentioned in the previous bar graph, that are data items, and their corresponding heights you are mentioning on the y-axis. So mark off these heights parallel to the y-axis from the points taken in step 2. Just in step 2 you have taken the points according to this, the information given there. Then next, after that, on the x-axis, draw rectangular bars. You are knowing that the rectangular bars you have to draw on the x-axis only. Draw the rectangular bars, it is given here. Draw rectangular bars of equal width. That is very important. The width of the each and every bar should be equal. Okay, so width of all the bars should be same. Draw equal bars of draw rectangular bars. They are not equal bars because in height they are not equal. So you will write that draw rectangular bars of equal width. Only their width is same. Height is not same, because height they are only, they have to show with their height. They are representing the data with their height only. So only you will write that their width is equal for the heights marked in step number 4. Okay, that you have mark of these heights here written, mark of these heights parallel to y-axis. So y-axis you will mark up the points, that 10, 20, 60, 30, 40, you will mark up the heights only. So this way, the next written here, you see that the bars should be centered. This is also important. The bars should be centered on the points. Okay, the bars should be centered on the points marked on the x-axis. Wherever the point you have plotted on the x-axis, the bar should be at the center only. That means the point you have plotted there, that will come at the center only, and both the side it will be expanded equally, the bar. Okay, these bars represent the given numerical data. At the last, these bars, with the help of their different heights, they will only represent the numerical data. So now this question you have to understand. The marks of a student in different subjects are given below. Marks of a student in different subjects are given below. You can see this tabular data which is showing the numerical value of the marks in different subjects. So Hindi, he has got 43, English 56, Maths 80, nice marks only. So Science 65 and Social Science 50. So this way he has got the different marks. Now the question is that draw a bar graph from the above information. Draw the bar graph from the above information that given here. Show this data through the bar graph, which is easier to understand and analyze. Okay, so you can see now this way you can represent the given numerical value through this table. It is given that you can represent here. See, in Hindi 40, English, you see the data is showing here. Mathematics similarly 80. You can see here in English, Hindi 43 it is showing. So Hindi, you can see Hindi is represented here above 40, 43, and English, you can see the English data is 56, maths is 80. So English data here is showing. See here the what scale factor I have taken, that is very important, scale factor. That one small division on the graph paper, you will see very small minute square boxes are there. Minute small, very small square boxes are there. That is called one small division. This is only a graph paper, you can see. They are very small, very smallest square you will see. That is the small division. And one small division I have taken 1 mark. You can take this also, that 10 small division is 1 according to your data numerical value which you are representing on the y-axis. Okay, so that I am saying. So I have taken that one small division equals to 1 mark, and this way one big division is equal to 10 marks. And what is the one big division? This is one square box, you are seeing that, which is constructed through 10 small boxes. That is the one big box, like this only. Okay, so one big division equals to 10 marks and one small division equals to 1 mark. This is the scale factor. According to that data I have represented. Now you can see here science is 65. So here I am showing the science data here 65, between 60 and 70 here you can see. So this way you can show the data. Now you can complete exercise, solve exercise 22 from R.S. Agarwal book, question number 1 to 4. Okay, from chapter number 22, bar graph. Okay, in homework. And in next class I will explain several other types of bar graphs representing different types of numerical values. So I hope it is clear. So thank you all of you.